Hey guys, it's Colin and welcome back to our Python class. So, this week we are going to continue our Python game, alright? So we've been making wormy and we have our start screen working. And I will show you if you don't remember. We have this bouncing thingy. And now we're just going to continue on to our actual game, alright? So we're going to have the run game function done hopefully today. Well, let's just get right into it. So first of all, we're gonna have to start off with a couple more smaller functions. So like def draw grid, right? Because in wormy we have the grid for the snake to move on, and we actually have to draw that. So this is pretty simple. We're just gonna do a for loop that will draw the vertical and horizontal line. So 0 window width, and if you don't remember, this third variable in the range function, that's how much you're stepping by. Alright, so then for us now we're just gonna pygame.draw.line. It will be on display surface. Display surf. It'll be dark gray. It'll start at x0 and end at x window height. Alright, so this is going to be drawing the vertical lines. Next one, we're going to be drawing the horizontal lines. Oh, for y in range 0, window height, and cell size. Pygame.draw.line, display surf, and dark gray. This time starts at 0y and ends up at window width y. Alright, that is actually all we need for draw grid. Now we're also going to have def draw score. So then the score is just going to keep track of how many apples you ate, which is basically like how long you are. So then score surf. Yeah, so this is just the basic, creating a word, right? So render score percent %s. And if you don't know what percent %s is, it's just like percent %s is like a filler. So then you're gonna replace percent %s with whatever is after that outside percent. So whatever's after this thing. So in our case, we're gonna replace it with a score. True and white. Okay, score rect equals score. Oh, get out of caps lock. Score rect equals score surf dot get rect. I'm gonna set the top left equals window width, is it? Yes, window width minus 120 and 10. Okay. Lastly, display surf dot bullet score surf by score at position score rect. Oop. There. So we've drawn the score. And before we have 2 more functions left in the run game, but before we get into that, I'm gonna do a little bit of run game because it'll help make sense of something. So just delete these first 2 comments. Okay, now we're gonna make def run game. Yeah, I can't type. That's how we did it, right? Yeah, run game. Alright, now we're gonna start off with the starting positions of the snake. Okay, so start x equals, so now we just want to start at somewhere random, so this is why we imported random. So random.ranInt 5 from 5 to cell with -6, and start y random.randint, also at 5. This time cell height -6. Okay. And worm chords. So then worm chords is gonna be like a list of dictionaries. Okay, it's gonna store the coordinates of every single segment in the snake. So then you'll see. Okay, so the list of dictionaries. So then each dictionary is gonna have something like x. So then this is gonna be the x coordinate of one of the segments, right? X, and then so the key is x, and then the value of x is the x coordinate of your segment, and then y, which is also, so then the key is y, and then the value is the y coordinate of the starting segment, right? So then we're gonna do, so the snake will have 3 segments when we start off, and it will be in facing in direction, so it'll be facing right. Start y. Okay. Oh, I forgot a comma there. And last one, x, start x -2 this time. We still start at y. Start y. Just make it look a little nicer. And go like this. Oh wait, we are not. Yeah. Okay. So you understand this, right? So then we have a list of all the coordinates of our snake. So then each coordinate is a dictionary which stores x and y. So then this whole thing is like the worm chords, right? And then each separate dictionary we're gonna call a chord. So COORD. Right? And then each chord will be like the coordinates of a segment in the worm. Right? So now that you understand this, we're gonna jump out of run game for a second. Go back to making our little functions. Alright. So we only have 2 more functions to make. It's def draw apple, and then remember, so each chord is gonna be like a dictionary storing the x and y value of something. In this case, a chord is gonna be the x and y value of the apple. So we're gonna have x equals chord x. Remember, because chord is a dictionary, and then key x returns the x value. And same thing for y, chord y times cell size. So we have x and y. So we're going to draw a rectangle. Pygame dot rect at position xy, and it is cell size by cell size. And then we're just going to draw it. Pygame dot draw dot rect display surf. It'll be red, apple right. Okay. Now we have def draw worm, so you should pretty much know what this is, right? And then we're gonna pass in worm chords. So this is pretty simple, pretty like similar to this draw apple, right? So first we're gonna for chord in worm chords. So we're gonna access every chord, and then you can kind of just copy paste this draw apple stuff and copy paste, right? So then we have the x and y that will not change, and then apple rect, we're just gonna call this worm segment rect. Okay, and then everything else stays the same for here, and then we will draw it in color dark green. And it's not apple rect anymore, it is worm segment rect. Okay. However, now this is it. We're gonna have worm inner segment rect. And you may be wondering, why do we need a second rectangle? I will show you. So let's just finish typing this stuff first, and then cell size -8, cell size -8. Okay. So I'm gonna switch over to our actual game for a second. Alright, so we're in, let's play. So you see how this worm has kind of like it has a like outline which is dark green, and then more inner segment. So our worm segment rect is the outer dark green part, and then the inner segment is just going to be like a lighter green rectangle that's on top of the dark green rectangle, so that will give it the look of an outline, right? So just stop this and switch back. Alright, we're back. So worm inner segment rect, we're gonna draw this out. Draw.rect display surf green worm inner segment rect. Yeah. So we have def draw worm and draw apple, and that is all we need. Let's go back up to our run game and find it and run game. Alright, so the worm will have a direction, so we're just going to set it, and like I said, direction at first will be right. Okay, so we're going to do apple equals get random location. Do we not have that function? Nah, I guess we don't. Alright, I thought I made that. Oh well, let's make our get random location, okay? So down here, def get, why did I put a space? Random location. Alright, and it will just return a chord that'll have a random location. Okay? So, and as you remember, chord is a dictionary. X random dot rand int 0 cell width -1. So then, and y, which is also a random dot rand int 0 cell height -1. Okay. And that is all we need. So that's our get random location. Let's go back up here. And now we're going to start our game loop. Okay, so while true. So first of all, for event in pygame.event.get. Alright, so all the events, as always, we do if event.type equals quit, we will terminate, because that means the game's over. However, we're going to have a little more stuff this time. So elif event.type equals key down. So then if the key was pressed, okay, then that means it could have been like the person pressing a button to switch the snake's direction. So we need to check that. So we're going to do if event.key equals k left, or event.key equals ka. Right? So then either if you press the left arrow key or A in WSD, right, then we'll turn left. But we also have to make sure that direction does not equal right, because if we're moving right and we try to turn left, we can't do that, right? Because it's can't really like do a U-turn in one. You're gonna smash into yourself. So as long as that, then we're gonna set direction equals left, right? And then we can kind of just copy paste this a little bit. Copy. Oops. Control C, Control V. I'm gonna change this to right. And then, so if it's a right arrow, then it'll be KD. And we can't be moving left if we want to go right. Caps lock. Left. Then we will set direction to right. And you can keep copy pasting it. I'll just do it 2 more times. So let's do up this time. What? Am I not hitting caps lock? Up. So then if it's up, it's going to be W, and we cannot be going down if we want to go up. So down, then up, and lastly we want to go down, then the key will be S, we cannot be going up if we want to go down, and we'll set it to down. There. Alright, so that's one more. There's one more thing we have. So if event.key equals k escape, so and if the dude press the escape key, then we will terminate. Alright, so looks like we do not have enough time. So next lesson we'll finish up this run game function and start the show end game function. Alright, but this will not take more than two more videos. Alright, so as always, if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, maybe leave a like and comment. I would really appreciate that. But I don't have much else to say, so see you guys next time.